Think about it. From the time you were a child, you were told that hard work is the key to success. That if you just put in the hours, stayed disciplined, and kept your head down, life would reward you. But let me ask you something. Why isn't the hardest working person you know a millionaire? Why is the janitor working 2 shifts, barely making ends meet? Why is the single mother with 3 jobs still struggling? Because you've been lied to. Hard work alone won't make you rich. If it did, construction workers would be millionaires. Nurses pulling 16-hour shifts wouldn't be drowning in bills. The truth is, success is not just about effort, it's about playing the right game. The wealthy know something you don't. They're not trapped in the same system you were taught to obey. You were trained to be a worker, not a winner. You were taught to trade time for money while they learned how to make money work for them. You were told to follow the rules while they were rewriting them. And the worst part, you don't even realize you're playing the wrong game, but that ends today. The people at the top don't follow the same path as everyone else. They don't climb the corporate ladder, they build the entire building. They don't look for job security, they create security by owning the system itself. While most people say budget and scrape by the wealthy think in assets, ownership, and leverage. It's not luck, it's not magic, it's a rule book. A hidden playbook that's been passed down, gate-kept, and kept out of your hands. Millionaires don't think like you, they see the world in an entirely different way. It's like playing chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers. They don't react to life, they make moves long before the board even changes. While most people fear debt, they use it to build empires. While most are obsessed with cutting expenses, they focus on increasing income. While most are taught to be consumers, they are trained to be owners. That's why the system isn't built for you to win, it's built for you to stay in place. To keep you working, spending, and believing that success is just out of reach. But if you're ready to change the game, you have to start by changing the way you think. Are you making millionaire moves or minimum wage decisions? Every single wealthy person started with one thing before they ever made a dollar: mindset shift. They stopped thinking like workers and started thinking like winners. They stopped waiting for permission and started taking control. Shift your mindset and your money will follow. The world has sold you a lie, a comfortable lie. One that says if you just work hard, stay in your lane and play it safe, you'll be okay. But let me tell you something, comfort is the enemy of greatness. The people who build wealth, the ones who change their lives, aren't the ones who settle for okay. They are the ones who step into discomfort, who take risks, who refuse to stay stuck in mediocrity just because it's familiar. Comfort is a slow poison. It feels good in the moment, but it kills your dreams over time. You see it everywhere. People taking the easy road, avoiding challenges, staying in jobs they hate because it's secure. But what's really secure about struggling paycheck to paycheck? What's secure about having just enough to survive, but never enough to truly live? If you're too comfortable, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're dying. Success isn't built in safe zones. It's built in the trenches, in the moments where you push past fear, doubt, and the urge to play small. You want real wealth? Then stop clinging to the idea that comfort is success, because the longer you chase comfort, the longer you guarantee struggle. The biggest difference between the wealthy and the broke isn't their bank account, it's their mindset. The broke mind looks at money as something to be spent. The wealthy mind looks at money as something to be multiplied. Broke people chase material things, wealthy people chase knowledge, skills, and investments. Broke people say, I can't afford it. Wealthy people ask, how can I afford it? If you think small, you live small. Do you think like a consumer or a creator? Consumers spend money the second they get it. Creators make money work for them. Consumers fear risk. Creators understand that risk is necessary for a reward. Consumers blame circumstances. Creators take control and make their own circumstances. The truth is, your financial life is a reflection of your thoughts. You will never outer mindset. Change the way you think about money and money will start moving differently in your life. Stay stuck in a broke mindset and you'll stay stuck in a broke reality. The system is designed to keep you poor. And if you don't wake up to the traps around you, you'll never escape. Let's break it down. First, consumption over investment. Most people spend every dollar they make. They upgrade their phone, buy the latest shoes, spend money to impress people who don't even care. Meanwhile, the wealthy take that same money and invest it into businesses, into stocks, into assets that grow. If you're always spending, you're never building. Second, trading time for money. If the only way you make money is by working more hours, you will never be free. The wealthy don't work for money, they make money work for them. They own businesses, they own investments, they create streams of income that don't require their time. Third, avoiding risk. The average person plays it safe. They fear losing money, so they never invest, never take a chance on a business, never step outside of their comfort zone. But here's the irony: the more you chase security, the more you guarantee struggle. The people who build wealth are the ones who take calculated risks, who invest in themselves, who make bold moves. If you're stuck in any of these traps, you have two choices: keep making excuses or start making changes. Success is not an accident, and failure isn't either. You are exactly where your choices have placed you. And if you don't like where you are, then it's time to make different choices. Some people love to believe that success is all about luck, that wealthy people were just in the right place at the right time. But let me tell you the truth: luck didn't build empires. Luck didn't turn rags into riches. Hard work, smart decisions, and relentless action did. Your mindset is like a thermostat. It sets the temperature of your financial life. If you keep it set low, if you keep thinking small, doubting yourself, and avoiding risks, your bank account will reflect that. But if you raise the setting, if you start thinking bigger, making smarter moves, and refusing to settle, your entire life will follow. Success is a choice. And today you get to make that choice. Will you stay stuck? Or will you step up and take control? The difference between a millionaire and everyone else isn't money, it's how they see opportunity. Most people look at the world through a lens of limitation. They see obstacles. They see reasons why they can't. The wealthy, they see possibilities. They see solutions. They see money moving everywhere. And instead of asking, why can't I have that? They ask, how do I get in the game? The average person believes the system is rigged, that only the lucky get ahead. The millionaire understands that success is built by those who refuse to accept limits. While the average person waits for permission, the wealthy create their own lane. Here's the truth: the real gap between the rich and the poor isn't about money, it's about perception. When you see obstacles, you hesitate. When you see opportunities, you take action. And action is what creates wealth. So ask yourself this: what would happen if you started making decisions like someone who already won? What if you stopped asking, is this possible? And started asking, how do I make this happen? Your financial future doesn't change when you make more money. It changes when you change how you see the world. Here's the hard truth: most people spend their lives working for money, while the wealthy make money work for them. The secret: ownership. The wealthy don't trade time for money, they own things that generate money. They own businesses, they own stocks, they own real estate, they own intellectual property. The average person works a job, collects a paycheck, and hopes for a raise. But no one gets rich off a paycheck. Wealth comes from assets, from leverage, from things that grow in value while you sleep. The moment you start owning assets, your money starts working for you instead of you working for money. Think about this: every time you buy something, you're making someone else richer. You pay for a product, someone owns that company. You pay rent, someone owns that property. You subscribe to a service, someone owns that business. The question is, why aren't you the owner? Stop thinking like a worker, start thinking like an owner. Ownership is what builds generational wealth. Ownership is what gives you freedom. If you want to change your financial future, stop asking how you can make more money and start asking what you can own. Most people think wealth is about saving. Millionaires know wealth is about expanding. The scarcity mindset tells you to hoard every dollar, to cut costs, to shrink your life to fit your paycheck. The wealthy mindset tells you to multiply, invest in skills, build assets, put money into motion. Money is like energy: the more you put it to work, the more it grows. The average person fears spending money because they don't believe they can replace it. The wealthy spend strategically because they know they can multiply it. The broke mindset clings to security, while the rich mindset focuses on growth. Wealth doesn't come from playing it safe. It comes from making bold moves. It comes from stepping into opportunities that most people are too afraid to take. The people who build wealth don't sit on their money, they put it to work. So stop asking, how can I save more? And start asking, how can I grow more? Because the more you expand your thinking, the more you expand your wealth. Income is temporary. It disappears the moment you stop working. Assets, they keep paying you long after the work is done. The average person focuses on getting a bigger paycheck. The wealthy focus on building things that generate income without their constant effort. They buy properties that pay them rent. They invest in stocks that pay dividends. They create businesses that make money while they sleep. If you want true financial freedom, you need to make this shift. Instead of asking, how do I make more money? Because when you change how you think, you change what you attract. And when you think like an owner, you start living like one. Your financial reality is a reflection of your mindset. Change your perspective and you change your wealth. Stop thinking small. Start thinking like the person who already made it. Because the moment you do, you'll start moving like them, and that changes everything. The biggest lie you've been sold is that success starts in the mind. Mindset matters, but without execution, it's worthless. Thinking big means nothing if you don't act big. You can have the best ideas, the boldest dreams, and the highest ambitions, but if they stay trapped in your head, they're nothing more than wasted potential. Most people live in the preparation zone. They spend years researching, analyzing, and convincing themselves they need just a little more time before they start. The truth, they're hiding behind preparation because action terrifies them. Success rewards movement, not intention. Here's the reality. The world doesn't care about what you plan to do. It only reacts to what you actually do. You don't get paid for potential. You don't build a legacy on intentions. You change your life by hoping. You change it by moving. So ask yourself, what are you waiting for? What's the excuse that keeps you stuck? If you're waiting for permission, for certainty, for everything to be perfect, you'll be waiting forever. The harsh truth is, the only way forward is to take action now, not later. The wealthy don't wait. They don't sit around analyzing every possible outcome before they act, they move. Even when they're unsure, even when it's risky, even when it's uncomfortable. Success isn't a lightning strike, it's a wildfire that starts with one spark. And that spark is action, is making the first move even when you don't have it all figured out. Every billionaire you admire has one thing in common: they didn't let fear stop them. They understood that hesitation kills dreams while action builds them. The biggest risk isn't failure. It's standing still. It's waiting for the right time that never comes. It's being too afraid to leap, only to wake up one day realizing you wasted years standing in your own way. Success isn't given to those who hesitate, it's given to those who move. So the question is, will you be the one who waits or the one who moves? Most people believe they need to have everything figured out before they start. That's why they stay stuck. Millionaires know better. They operate on a different principle: ready, fire, aim. That means they start before they feel ready. They take the leap, make the move, and then adjust as they go. They don't get lost in analysis paralysis. They take the first step, learn from their mistakes, and refine their strategy along the way. While others are still overthinking, the wealthy have already made 10 moves. The difference is speed. Millionaires take action while others analyze. And that's why they win. Perfection is an illusion. The longer you wait, the more opportunities you lose. If you want success, you have to be willing to start messy, start unsure, and start without guarantees. Stop overthinking, just take the first step. Success isn't found, it's built. It's built through execution. The wealthy follow a simple formula that separates them from the masses. If you want to win, follow this one: identify a high-value skill or opportunity. 2, take calculated risks and invest in yourself. 3, build, refine, and repeat until mastery. That's it, no magic, no luck, just action, refinement, and relentless consistency. Most people fail because they never reach step 2. They're too afraid to take the leap, too hesitant to invest in themselves, and too comfortable to embrace risk. But success requires boldness. Your life will not change until your actions change. So what are you waiting for? Success isn't coming to find you. You have to go out and build it. Build, refine, repeat. Most people believe wealth is about luck, connections, or being born into the right circumstances. But here's the truth: wealth follows a system. It has rules, strategies, and predictable patterns that anyone can learn. Think of financial success like a chessboard. The wealthy aren't playing a different game, they just know the moves. They understand how money works, how to position themselves for opportunity, and how to take calculated risks that pay off. The problem? Most people are playing blind. They hope money will come instead of mastering the system that creates it. Success is not about finding a secret formula. It's about learning the strategies that are for generations. The wealthy don't rely on hope. They build structures that generate money, invest in assets that multiply, and leverage opportunities that create exponential growth. So here's your wake-up call. You don't need a secret. You need a strategy. If you break wealth down to its core, it revolves around 3 pillars. Money must flow in before anything else. The wealthy don't rely on a single paycheck. They build multiple income streams through businesses, high-value skills, and investments. More income equals more opportunities. Money should never sit idle. The rich make their money work for them through stocks, real estate, and businesses. They focus on assets that grow in value and produce passive income. The wealthy don't just work harder, they work smarter. They use systems, automation, and delegation to scale their income without trading time for money. Leverage creates exponential results. The difference between struggling financially and achieving wealth is an effort, it's direction. The rich put their energy into mastering these 3 pillars. Now it's your turn. Knowing the formula is one thing, executing it is another. Here's how to put the system into action. Develop high-income skills: sales, tech, consulting, copywriting, etc. Start a side business or scale an existing one. Create digital products, courses, or content that generate passive income. Buildable streams so you're never dependent on one source. Put your money into appreciating assets, stocks, real estate, businesses. Learn the basics of investing so you can make informed decisions. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes. Focus on long-term wealth-building strategies. Reinvest your profits instead of spending them. Automate and delegate tasks to free up time for high-value activities. Build systems that generate income without your constant involvement. Use other people's expertise, capital, and time to expand your wealth. Focus on scaling what works rather than starting from scratch repeatedly. The only thing separating you from financial success is execution. If you apply this system with discipline, your results will change. Right now, you stand at a crossroads. You have the knowledge. You've seen the mindset shifts, the strategies, the steps to execution. But none of it means anything unless you act. This is where most people fail, not because they lack intelligence, but because they hesitate. Fear keeps them stuck. Comfort keeps them small. They'll let doubt win. But here's where you are, making the same choices, repeating the same truth, watching others succeed while you wonder why nothing changes. Or you can step up, take control, and rewrite your future. The decision is yours. That you're not ready. That you don't have the resources. That success is for other people. If that's your mindset, it's the first thing that needs to change. Because the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the belief that you can have it and the willingness to take action. You are at the defining moment, the moment where you choose. Will you act or will you stay the same? Wealth isn't built on luck, it's built on commitment. If you're serious about changing your life, there are 3 non-negotiable commitments you must make. Start thinking like an owner, not a worker. Stop seeing yourself as someone who has to trade time for money. Wealthy people don't chase paychecks, they build assets. If you don't shift your mindset, you'll stay stuck forever. Success rewards movement, not intention. Millionaires don't wait for the perfect moment. They start, they adjust, and they keep going. Are you willing to take action? Even when it's uncomfortable, even when you're unsure, even when the odds aren't in your favor. Money follows rules, and the wealthy understand them. If you don't take the time to learn the game, you will always be a pawn in someone else's. Invest in knowledge, study wealth strategies, and most importantly, apply what you learn. Most people won't do this. They'll read this, feel inspired for a moment, and then go back to their old habits. If you keep waiting for the right time, it will never come. If you keep waiting until you feel ready, you never will. Success doesn't wait. It moves, it rewards those step up. So let's make it plain, if you don't act, nothing changes. You stay where you are, watching others build wealth while you stay stuck in survival mode. If you do act, everything changes. You take control. You create momentum. You step into the life that most only dream of. Wealth isn't about wishing, it's about building. And building requires movement. So the final challenge is this: stop waiting, start building, stop doubting, start believing, stop watching, start doing. This is the moment everything changes if you have the courage to step up. Success is a decision. Make yours.